Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-May tarot forecast, and your theme is the Emperor: authority, ambition, power, being assertive, a wealth of knowledge through experience. This could be an increase in status and recognition of that, and also is the father figure of the deck and a possible Aries influence. So let's see what the rest of the month has in store for you. So I've shuffled all my cards off camera. I'm just showing you that I'm cutting the deck, and whew. So I'm trying this new spread. It's called the Kachina knife. Wow. Please let me know what you think of it, but I just decided that I might try this out just to have a little bit more focus on a particular person or situation that you need to know about for the middle of the month. So I've just pulled cards from one deck. I'm going to clarify after I kind of explain what's going on, and oh my gosh, what is going on? This is insane. And it might have something to do with work, potentially. Okay, so look, this is what's in the past. In the past, we've got the Three of Swords, which is, it could have been a particular person who betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, but it seems that there is someone that in the past, okay, further in the past, you used to get along. Notice how they're similar dress. They used to be like two peas in a pod, but it's now in the more recent past, you are at odds. You might not be talking to one another very much. There might be a lot of tension, a lot of things that are unsaid. And I feel like one of you, or both maybe, somehow betrayed the other one. Because there was maybe something that was said or spoken or written, and it could have been something like that, or the discovery of it was through spoken word or written, potentially including on social media, messages like that. But yeah, just really not in a good way with someone else in the recent past. So, and I'm definitely feeling this is more of like a person. I mean, unless you've got a split personality, which I don't mean to make light of that. Now you are represented as the Lovers. And I've got to show you this. They're represented as the Devil. Now, also, this could be a Gemini, and then this also could be a Capricorn, okay? But I feel like maybe you still have a lot of love for this person, but potentially your self-love kind of outweighs it, and you're really putting yourself first. And I feel like they're going in a bad way, and I'm not saying that they're like a bad person, because I mean, I'm just saying what the cards are seeing, but they might be going in a bad way, going down a negative spiral, maybe caught up in not a good scene, potentially, you know, drugs, alcohol, or just like in an extremely low vibration. And I feel like your interaction with this person has really woken you up, because what's between you, we've got rejuvenation, and in many decks, and so in this deck often represents a rebirth, and in other decks you might know it as judgment. And so to me, judgment is like an awareness, a massive wake-up call, having a final judgment on a particular situation, coming to a massive crossroads, needing to look at things clearly and accurately and make a big decision. And I definitely feel like, you know, you are feeling a lot more powerful. And it's not just that. This is beyond the strength card. It's not just the inner strength. It's strength in action and combined with wisdom and experience. So I feel like whoever this person is, you're at odds with. And, you know, it could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a business associate or colleague, it could be a family member, all right? It could be someone you live with. I mean, it might have something to do with business, because you'll see in the future there's a whole bunch of pentacles, or potentially someone that you live with and you have a lot of combined assets with. So, but yeah, I really feel like there's been a massive awareness brought onto the relationship. So because of your interaction with this person, it's like you've almost discovered a particular part of yourself that has completely woken up because it's needed to wake up. And I feel like you're kind of more interested in yourself and taking care of yourself at the moment. And yeah, I feel like that might be a good thing. And what is, yeah, that the fact that you've woken up to this situation, you've woken up, you've seen who this person is. I mean, this could be a situation or an institution that was really negative as well. Okay, it might not be one particular person. The outcome, however, is the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever's happening, you're getting back to work. Your feet's going to be back on the ground, and whether this was work related or not, at the end of the day, you're going to be showing off your skills, likely working with other people in some form of a team, and you might even be managing it, or even if you're not the actual leader, you might just kind of naturally have taken this leadership role because you've got the skills to accomplish what you need to accomplish. I feel like this other person has a lot to learn from you, and they still need to learn a lot. But I feel like you're just not interested in being their teacher, but they also had a lesson to learn. Or if this was someone that you worked with, like maybe they're going to have to go back and retrain because of the situation that happened, something like that. Like certain paperwork, okay, like for example, sometimes at work, okay, a certain situation happened and there needs to be some sort of paper trail or record that the situation was addressed, so maybe they have to take an anger management course or blah, blah, blah. Like that's one of the many, many, many examples that it could be. But I feel like, you're just you become more interested in, your life and the direction that your life is going to go, and, work opportunities, potentially creative in work opportunities, making money, getting a promotion, things like that. You do have a lot of opportunity and you are very skilled. I think you're going to be managing the situation. Like, honestly, I feel like if this is someone that you have to work with, or you kind of have to be around, or maybe they're a family member you're locked down with or something like that, I feel like overall you're going to just like manage it brilliantly in a way that a lot of people are like, wow, how did that person do that? That is amazing. And part of that is being assertive, having healthy boundaries, having lots of experience, and yeah, just taking ownership of the situation. That's fantastic. Let's pull a few clarifying cards. So I've shuffled these ones off camera, showing you I'm cutting. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so you're coming up like I said, you came up as the Lovers, clarified by the Sun. And I think that ultimately you just want to have the good life. You want to be able to celebrate life and to feel joy, and whatever this other person or situation is, which is represented as the Devil, clarified by the Ten of Swords rune. I just feel like there was a certain something that happened. What happened in the past, the word that was spoken, just like whatever happened that made you guys most recently become at odds with one another, that was like the final straw that broke the camel's back. You're like, you know what, that's it, you've done this, you've said this so many times that like it's just over, it's done, it's the final nail in the coffin for your connection, your relationship with this person. You're just like, you know what, that's it, it's over, it's done, not putting up with this BS anymore. Yeah, and I really do feel like, so in the past, remember, we've got the Three of Swords, and that's clarified by the Star. So I really feel like maybe the way that you reacted more possibly in the past wasn't the way that you normally react. Maybe you used to put up with it, or used to just try and ignore it, or whatever. But I think that like what happened recently was like a massive wake up call, and you're like, it literally like woke something up inside of you, and connected you with a part of yourself that is like, just once you have this awareness about the way that things really are and the way that you really feel, it's just like there's no going back. So you're just like over with it. Now the outcome, remember, is the Three of Pentacles, but that's clarified now by the Ace of Swords as well. So I really feel like you're going to have a new perspective and probably look at your interactions with this person. In the future, you'll look back at it with a different perspective or a new perspective, or it's allowed you to have a new perspective. And I just feel like you're kind of going to start over and have a fresh slate, a new frame of mind. And so that's fantastic, because I feel like, you know, you learned your lesson with the way that was, I feel like there might have been a lot of squabbling, a lot of meh, 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 and just things like that, just real tension. But I just feel like you're absolutely this is like, seriously, I mean, you're represented as the Lovers, you're clarified by the Star, Rejuvenation, the Sun. I mean, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Like, this has really turned over a new leaf for you, and this is awesome. Like, you're pretty much going to be a new person, and it's like, you know, no messing with you. I mean, you'll still be fair, and you have, you know, respect for, you know, rules and order and things like that, and you're going to work within that. You're going to have integrity and be honest and forthright. But yeah, definitely, I love how you're putting yourself first. It's like, yeah, you're putting yourself first. I love it. All right, let's get some advice cards for this spread, and then definitely make sure you stick around until right after this when you pick your own destiny cards. Okay, cool. Wow. All right, so the first advice card we have again is the Star, and the Star clarified what was in the past. Okay, so just, this is like, make a wish upon a star. You might want to read your astrology for this time period, but also, you know, you did the right thing by putting yourself out there, being true to yourself, making yourself vulnerable, taking a risk. That's absolutely the right thing to do. Like 100% is written in the stars for this to happen. We also have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like if you are a male and whether you're single or in a relationship, okay, if you're in a relationship, I want you to, you know, be flirty, maybe like with your partner, like how you used to be at the start, like woo your partner. If you're a female or more feminine or whatever, accept people flirting with you and men flirting with you, okay? Just have fun with it, you know, it should be fun. So just go with it. And then, so this is like, regardless of whether you are with someone or not with someone, like accept the flirtatiousness or be flirty, okay? And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's all about finding a good home life balance, making sure that you are taking care of your physical body, nourishing your body with healthy food, exercise, getting out into nature, making sure that you're in a comfortable living environment. Yeah, but definitely work-life balance. And the Magician. So that's just, you know, you are magical. You can create the world that you want. And even though there may have been, well, there definitely was difficulty in the past, like this whole situation happened to actually like give you a new perspective and actually create a better situation for yourself. So it's definitely meant to happen for sure. All right, please comment below, you know, what's going on with you. I'm just gonna, oh, and also pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. You're going to pick your own destiny cards. But while I'm just laying these out, yeah, let me know, like, who is this person? Was it a person for you, or like an organization or group or institution? And like, what was the last straw? What was the last straw that like woke you up and just changed everything? But yeah, please do tell me. I definitely see good things for you, so that's great. Yeah, like what did they say? What did they do? And is it related to work? Or for some of you, was this somehow been affecting your work, you know? All right, let's do one more. All right, 1, 2, or 3, pick the first number that comes to your head. Never second guess yourself. And yeah, just go with your first instinct. All right, if you picked 1, let's see. All right, cool. So I feel like if you picked 1, we've got the 10 of Wands on the surface, the Knight of Wands beneath the surface, and the Ace of Pentacles is your advice card. And we also have your outcome is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles as well. So I would definitely say, well, as an advice card, like go for this new opportunity. If it's a raise, if it's a promotion, if it's a contract, if it's, just signing to so you can get a loan for a house or a work or whatever it is to do with money and security and assets and physical things, like just go for it, right? I feel like where you are right now, in a certain sense, it's like you've maxed out in a way creatively where you want to be, because 10 is like the final, kind of like the final stage of something. And it might, whatever this is, it might be becoming a little bit more of a burden because it's like the same thing, and maybe you've kind of leveled out, you've gotten to the top, there's like nowhere else to go. So you need to switch up the game and take this new opportunity, okay? I feel like you have, underneath the surface, we've got the Knight of Wands, which is super energetic and just wanting to probably switch up the situation and move on to the next phase. I'm not saying whatever this is, whether it's creative project work, sometimes it can be sexuality, but creativity, it could be art, things like that. It's just like leveling up to the next level, because you have the momentum to like move forward and really kind of get to where you really want to get, and like where you are right now isn't it. Okay, so take this opportunity. If you pick 2, all right. If you pick 2, on the surface, we've got the 6 of Cups. Beneath the surface, 5 of Cups, disappointment. And your advice is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, one thing I'm first going to say is that they're all minor arcana. So they're not like the be all end all. If you are feeling down in the dumps a bit about, if this was more of a relationship where there was like an emotional connection that's kind of lost, well, that is lost now in a way, it's not gonna end you. Like, none of these are major arcana, and all of the major arcana cards that you do have in the main reading are like really positive. So just know, it's kind of like when you're going through the ups and downs in life, okay, it's like up, okay, down a bit, but then up, and then you end up being higher in the end, if that makes sense. So this is just like a little bump, but you're going to be propelled to be even higher, if that makes sense. So you might be a little bit stuck in the past about the way that this relationship used to be, how it used to be really emotionally fulfilling, and And the thing is, it takes you out of the present, which so you're not able to have like gratitude for the way that things are in your present, and you don't recognize how good you have it right now. But yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be disappointed, because you're obviously disappointed because, there was like an abandonment of effort. Maybe someone in a sense almost kind of like betrayed you, or it's just a real upset, just really kind of like wallowing in your sorrows because there are things to be sorrowful about, I suppose, because the relationship used to be good and it's not anymore. And so the focus is on the lack. So it is a bit of grief and kind of thinking, oh, the good old days, it used to be so good. Yeah, but it's not like that anymore. Your advice is the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is saying, just to do your best to kind of find balance with the changes in life, people come into our lives, people leave, work comes, work goes, money comes, money goes. We inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide, waves come in, waves come out. The sun rises, the sun sets, you get the gist of it. So the 6 of Pentacles is just saying to try and find balance, that everything is fluid. This too shall pass. There are ups, there are downs, but we just need to do our best to be centered and find balance with that. It's like accepting the good and the bad. If you pick 3, whoa, all right. If you picked 3, honestly, like, this could be the person, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be someone new. Like, how fast are you moving on? But to be honest, I didn't see, with this person, I didn't really see like many cups. So it seems like there's just been, the relationship has been over maybe for longer than it officially has been. I see a new crush. I see new love. I mean, it could be the same person. I don't know. These are general readings. I'm not going to go into that much detail, but it could be the same person, but it's like the relationship is like it's new. However, I feel like for most of you, there's someone new. There's a new crush, a new love opportunity. And we've got the Prince of Wands beneath the surface. So I feel like the energy and the connection between you two is going to be like so intense. And one of you, I'm not sure if it's you or the other person, but one of you is just going to be like, boom, like going full force. Like you can't not notice this person, or if it's you, like they're definitely going to know that you're there. I feel like overall, whoever the male is, it's going to be the masculine energy that's going to be like moving forward, and like, when they want something, it's like they're just going to get it. In fact, they're probably going to be doing a lot more actions than thinking. So just going with what spiritually feels good without thinking of how it will affect anyone else around them or possible consequences down the road. And then rather than actually like reflecting on what that might be, just kind of the next thing. It's really intense energy, and it's not necessarily like it's bad, but damn, it's intense and it's direct. And yeah, your advice actually is the Two of Cups. So to me, that says that this most likely new emotional interest, what could be, you know, a business part. This could be honestly like, it could be a friendship, family member that you're reconnecting with, lover. It could also be a business partnership. But the Two of Cups is saying, you know, just to like go for it with this person and get to know them, make sure they get to know you. And even if you two seem really different, you both might actually complement one another quite well. Oh my God, this is the silliest analogy, but I'm going to say it. It's like if if you're in a relationship with someone and one person likes pickles and the other person hates pickles, that difference is actually a good thing, because then the person that hates pickles is going to be like, oh, I don't have to waste any pickles. I'll just give them to you. And then the person who likes pickles is like, yay, I get double pickles. So sometimes differences can be good and complementary, and that's very, very good. And this can also be like very karmic, which suggests that maybe one of the reasons there is this intensity is because you guys knew each other in a past life. Oh, how exciting. All right, if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the information down below. Definitely make sure you're subscribed. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings. And tell me what you think of the spread. Did I mention at the beginning that I'm trying this new spread called the Kachina Knife? Did you like it? I might start using it a bit more. We shall see. And if you're still here, you get a secret bonus card. Ooh. Eight of Cups. Now is the time to really reflect on where you want to see your life in a sense that will be emotionally fulfilling, because I feel like any emotional disappointment that you've had, to make sure that you're on the right track, you need to really think about, you know, your relationships with people that you love and at work and everything. Anything that you do, is that emotionally fulfilling? Because if it's not going to work out in the long run, okay? Have a great month. Bye!